Oh, boy. You know, you think after last night I would totally be on cloud nine, but this morning I woke up, I walked out of my room, and my shelf collapsed. Not the entire thing, no, just like one of the layers of the shelf fell off, so I had to pick everything up and replace it, and oh goodness. So hey, now you know why I'm late today. But what's going on, everybody? It's Thursday, and outside this morning, what happened this morning, hasn't really been all that bad. I was able to get stuff done, and last night, I had a guys' night out with my grandfather on my mother's side. The one who lives up at Cuca Lake all year. He's about 3 miles outside of Hammondsport, maybe a little less than that. Don't worry, you'll know where that place is soon. That video is most definitely coming, as well as the cottage on my grandparents on my father's side. One's on the east side of the lake. One's the west side of the lake. Although good news, if you know that area and you know where Westlake Road is, you know how to get to where my grandfather on my mother's side is. So there you go. You now have a hint as to how to get there. But don't worry. Again, those videos are coming soon. Anyway, last night, I mentioned this before, we ended up going to Tony R's. Had a nice steak dinner with him. It was great. Believe it or not, I've actually been more open. I mentioned this before, but I've actually been I've been opening myself up to having more things. So I do like a Caesar salad every now and again. This is the first time I ever had a Caesar salad with anchovies. Yeah, last night, no lie, tried anchovies for the very first time. And you know what? I gotta go with what Philip J. Fry said on Futurama. They're salty, they're sweet, and they melt in your mouth. It was great. I may have actually just paraphrased what Philip J. Fry said, but you know what? It still rings true. They melted in my mouth. It was salty. It was delicious. Would have it again in a heartbeat. Honestly, the only real problem I have with the Caesar salad is like the lettuce leaves themselves are like tiny little cubes. Like you cannot stick your fork in those to save your life. You had to like take your fork and a spoon and like scoop that up. But outside of that, it was delicious. And you know, French onion soup as well. Had that. Very nice. Also very good. Look forward to that. So yeah. Oh, and for dessert, I actually tried Tony R's creme brulee. Which, suffice to say, I highly recommend that place. It is hands down the best place in all of Corning. Pricey, yes. But there's a reason for that. It's that darn good. If you're willing to splurge a little bit, go right ahead. Don't worry though. I may be mentioning Tony R's a little too much. Especially when there's 2 certain places in the Elmira area. For those of you who are in the know, they know. That I'm sure you want me to talk about, but don't worry. I'll get to those places and Tony R's again a little bit later. But for now, how about we keep it hush-hush? With that being said, you know, I actually wore this tie going out. Yeah, my new protocol for the month of March. If I'm going out, if it's a special occasion of sorts, or if I'm making these videos, I'll be wearing this tie. So that way you'll know it's me. I mean, I'm not going to wear this tie all the time, of course. I mean, I got to take it off eventually. I mean, it's not dirty, obviously, but I will have to wash it. I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy. You're crazy. I'm only kidding. I wouldn't do that to you guys. Anyway. But yeah, although if I am going to wear this tie out a lot, I should probably do the whole like bib napkin thing to make sure nothing gets on it if I ever wear it going out. Which I totally will. It's just, you gotta be careful. You can never be too careful. Because I love this tie. And darn you to a certain Irishman who got me to be in touch with my Irish heritage, which was why I would pick this tie in the first place. Actually, not really darn you. More like thank you, but you get the idea. Actually, I had a nice green outfit for going out last night. It's in the wash right now, but it includes this tie. Just know that. And I know some of you are probably thinking, "Wow, Cutler, you must be a player dressing up nice the way you do." I'm like, no, I'm not. You want to see a player? Check out one of my brother's profile pics that just got up right now. That guy is a player. Funny enough, he was actually in my environmental studies class, as well as the captain of the ski team. One of the captains of the ski team. He's actually a really cool guy, too. My only real gripe with him was, and this has nothing to do with him, but there's a certain, I've sort of hinted at this one guy before, but this guy was like really, really bad. Like mean to everybody. Not just me, but again, this guy really scares me. I'll probably explain that why someday, but no, anyway. And he'd come with silly and dumb nicknames for everybody, and I'm not going to say what the nickname is, because again, I don't want to give too much away of who they are, of who the person's name is, because remember, I try not to name names, on the off chance anyone gets embarrassed or offended. Don't worry, I do it with everyone. Anyway, actually I'll get into that a little bit later today. Anyway, let's just say his nickname involved using the word dilly before dilly dilly became a thing. And don't get me wrong, he totally owned it. He totally owned the nickname, and at least it looked like he did. Maybe he didn't. I don't know. But if he owned it, good. I mean, I'm glad he tried to stay positive and owned it. Which honestly, he's a cool guy. So I'm glad he did. But honestly, he deserved a better nickname. But maybe that's just me. A nickname is a nickname, whether you own it or not. That's up to you. I can say that, much like the rest of my brothers, this guy is a really cool guy. And a good skier, too. Yeah. I don't think I quite mentioned this, but Trinity Pawling actually has a ski team. You seen the Winter Olympics? Yeah. Ski team. And, I mentioned this in the video a while back, but one of the other captains of the ski team is in my profile picture. He's the one named after a certain snack company. And a really good singer to boot. Seriously, best renditions of Sleepy Time Gal and Run Around Sue I think I've ever heard. Seriously, he was that good. If I ever made like an a cappella group, he would so totally be in it. Actually, I thought about making an a cappella group with the best singers from both Horseheads and Trinity Pawling. That group would sound amazing. Although all the tenors and basses would most likely be all my brothers from Trinity Pawling, and by default, pretty much all of the sopranos and altos would be from Horseheads. But you know what? We'd make it work. We would totally make it work. I hope we'd make it work. Well, I guess I've rambled on long enough as it is. So on that note, I hope everybody, I'm humbled that I was able to make this video for everyone to watch and enjoy. I'm hopeful that we all have a wonderful day today. And remember, if you guys ever want to talk, if you guys ever want to chat, I'll always be here to lend an ear, and I will always have your back. Take care.